Hi Aquarius, welcome to December 2018. I love you guys so much. Like, it's funny because I can definitely sense the energy of the signs before I even get into the reading. Like for Aries, I was just like thunk. Like I just felt so drained. But then Aquarius, I'm like, okay, let's do this. Okay, Aquarius, 2 cards already popped out. The Fool card, which is all about taking risks, and the 10 of Cups, which is all about a happy family. Emotionally happy family. So when you put those two together, Aquarius, you have the interpretation that for December 2018, you want to take a risk when it comes to your family's emotional happiness, okay? You want to take a leap of faith. You want to do something completely out of the norm, which is total big Aquarius energy right there, all about rebelling, all about hopes and wishes, all about going against the grain. It's why we love you. It's literally why we love you, because you're not boring. You're unique, and you're special, and we love you. Okay, Aquarius, what else? Knight of Pentacles, young earth sign, younger than you, either mentally, physically, emotionally, and that is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and then there's some pain, sorrow, inner conflict, sleepless nights, just not feeling too great when it comes to this young earth sign. You want to take a leap of faith when it comes to emotionally happy family, but this earth sign, whether maybe it's, you know, your partner's child, your child, you know, a young cousin or in-law, somebody that is hindering or affecting your ability to feel like you can take this leap of faith when it comes to an emotionally happy family, okay? Anything else? Oh, Aquarius, okay? So because of that, you want to move on. You're thinking maybe you should move on, okay? You're thinking that you should just take what you got and move on. And almost do it in like the dark of night. Like it's almost like you don't want it to be known that you're thinking about moving on. You want it to kind of be a very secretive, kind of shielded process here. Aquarius, why do I feel like I just called you Aries? Aquarius, what I forgot to mention is in November 2018, that just passed, it was an 11-month in a universal 11-year in numerology terms. And what that means, Aquarius, is that you were instantly manifesting. What you were thinking about, what you were talking about, what you were feeling about was being instantly manifested, okay? It was instantly coming into your world. And it was a way of testing and showing you that your thoughts create your world. It was a way of saying, listen up, Aquarius. What you think about, you bring into existence. Your wishes come true, whether you like it or not. So now going forward, you can just own that, take responsibility and say, going forward, you know, I've learned in November of 2018 that obviously what I'm thinking about is a direct representation of what is being created into my world. So now going forward, I'm going to take responsibility. I'm going to empower myself by only thinking the thoughts of what I want to see manifested into my life. So 2 other cards popped out, Aquarius, as we were talking about that. They were face down. So it's what you haven't acknowledged, and that is this masculine air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, like yourself. So somebody who has that masculine energy, could be male or female, masculine energy, air sign, is your soulmate, okay? This person is your soulmate. You haven't faced it yet. You have not faced it. And a lot of the times people think soulmate, they're like, oh, lover, you know? Like the Libra reading, the soulmate, new soulmates coming in. And here I'm like, I'm married. But I'm like, I need to remember that a soulmate is not just a sexual relationship. It could absolutely be platonic, 100%. It could be a new best friend coming in. It could be a new pet coming in that happens to be an air sign. It could be a new whatever coming in, a new coworker even. So this person that comes in is your soulmate. Could also be somebody that's already there, is your soulmate, and they have a lesson to show you. They have something to teach you by looking at what you love about them, what you hate about them, anything that you see in them. You need to acknowledge that you yourself possess that as well. So if it's something that you hate about them, that's great. Use that to recognize that you own it as well. one of the things I think you are going to notice about this air sign is that they are incredibly supportive. There's going to be support issues. And what you're going to acknowledge with that air sign as your soulmate is that they are teaching you lessons of support and what it means to feel significant in a relationship, what it feels to feel 100% support, like you can actually take on the world. You know, like truly, do you actually have somebody in your life that you feel they support you emotionally, physically, mentally, and they're not there to say, you know, you have those friends that they just tell you what you want to hear, or you have those friends that are always negative. Who is truly in your life to support you? It is this air sign, this masculine air sign. And who knows? Maybe this masculine air sign is you. You're an air sign. Maybe it's just your masculine side, your shadow side, your alpha side, your more domineering side. That is what you need to support your intuitive side, your more vulnerable side. Maybe that's what it is, just connecting your two selves and creating a whole. So that is what your subconscious wants you to know off the bat. The theme of this reading is you thinking about moving on emotionally from something, but recognizing that it'd be a lot of work. You'd have a lot of conflict. You'd have a lot of people fighting you on it. You'd feel incredibly powerless. You would feel alone. You would feel like you would lose a partnership. But you're also realizing that if you were to move on, you can start something new and you can change your reputation around. You can feel more positive, more optimistic, more loved, more like you can walk on water, more intuitive, more knowledgeable, like you can learn more, and you won't feel like you don't know where a certain relationship is going, and you won't feel like you can't move. You won't feel like you're so powerless when it comes to creating, okay? That's the theme of this reading, Aquarius. What this reading is about is a person, place, or thing that is taking up space in your head rent-free. This person it's the person, place, or thing or situation that your mind just wanders to. So when you're not really thinking about anything, it's that situation that your mind is a default to, okay? This person, it feels like in your mind is taking from you, is deceiving you, is pulling the wool over your shoulders, is just really taking behind your back, really messing you up behind your back, okay? The obstacle and the aid to this thought process, Aquarius, because it is what you're thinking about them, not necessarily what's happening, but it's what you're thinking they're doing. The obstacle and the aid is negativity, is a negative attachment to them, okay? You have a negative attachment to them. And that negative attachment is the reason why you think they are taking from you. But it's also what is needed in order to discover and really truly understand whether or not if they are taking from you, okay? So a lot of the times we'll put blame on our partners and we say, I could have this if it wasn't for you, right? And especially as an Aquarius, you guys actually are what people call the loners of the zodiac. Like for me, I don't know if maybe it's just how I've been taught, but for me, when I think of an Aquarius, I'm like, I know that Aquarius is fine if they're single. If they're single and they're doing their own thing, I know that they're fine because they really they're more of the humanitarian. They really can have a relationship with the world and that be enough. So when society says, no, you gotta be married in order to have this reputation, you need to have a spouse, you need to have this, and it's just conditioning and societal pressures saying that, it can turn that connection negative because it's not truly what you want. And who knows, maybe you have your moon in Libra or your Libra rising or something like that, and you totally disagree and you're like, no, I know in my heart that I need a partner. Kudos to you, but for majority of Aquarians, they can be that social butterfly that is just in a relationship with everybody and is perfectly fine having a best friend in lieu of a lover, okay? So subconsciously, Aquarius, you've been giving out a lot emotionally. You've been giving out a lot to your family and friends because you're thinking that you have enough time and enough energy to do that. You're thinking that, okay, if I just focus on this one energy output, I can have it all. But unfortunately, Aquarius, because of that, because you're putting so much energy, especially emotional energy, into your family and friends, and into this feeling that you need to be empowered and you need to have all the power when it comes to your home and family, and you need to be the big man in charge, the head honcho. Because of that, you're letting a lot of opportunities pass you by, whether you recognize it or not. All it takes is for you to look around and be like, oh, wow, I could have had that, but I was so stubbornly, Aquarius is a fixed sign, I was so stubbornly fixated on this one energy that I just let this stuff pass me by, okay? Because this need to be in power when it comes to home and family, especially when it comes to a partnership, is the reason why you feel like you're being taken from, is the reason why you feel like you're being deceived, and is the reason why there's so much negativity when it comes to this deception as well, okay? You are creating your world, so if you think that somebody is deceiving you, you're going to start to see it. It's kind of like that old myth that actually I think is totally true, is that if you're digging through your partner's phone looking for something, yeah, you're going to find it. First of all, because your intuition is saying go through the phone, so automatically your intuition is telling you that there are red flags. Secondly, because you're gonna say, hey, what is this random text message to your grandma, and what does it mean, and automatically making that accusation that, yeah, you are going to find something if you're looking for it, because you're going to turn anthill into a mountain, right? So family and friends, they actually feel like you are very emotionally fulfilled. They're left in the dark when it comes to this negativity. You're doing a really great job at cloaking yourself and saying, no, everything's fine. I'm just focusing on this one energy output. So they're like, okay, Aquarius is emotionally content. They're doing just great, okay? Hope and fear, Aquarius, is a new frame of mind, because you know how powerful your thoughts are and you know how much your thoughts work. Trust me, I'm a moon in Aquarius, and my thoughts, I can't even lie still. I have to watch TV because my mind just goes crazy. I have to convince myself that I'm safe at all times. Like, okay, you are safe, because my mind will just be like, okay, somebody's going to just come in the door at any second. You know what I mean? Things like that. So you have a hope and a fear for a new frame of mind when it comes to this deception, when it comes to your negativity, when it comes to your negative attachments as well. You want to change your mind about it, but you have a fear, okay? You have a fear of changing your mind because you don't want to prove yourself right. You don't want to say, well, maybe I'll just change my mind and this person isn't deceiving me, and I didn't just waste all these opportunities by focusing on this one energy output. And when you change your mind, then 3 months later you realize that you shouldn't change your mind because you were right. So you have a hope and a fear of changing your mind. The most important thing, Aquarius, is to recognize, like mentioned before, that because you've been holding on to this one situation for so long, you've lost a lot of opportunities. But that is a good thing. So don't say, well, I've lost all those opportunities, so I might as well just continue to hold on. Use that as ammunition to say, well, maybe more opportunities will come up, and if I'm still holding on to this, I'm going to continue to lose opportunities, because the universe will continue to pound down your door and say, listen, Aquarius, this is what you want. This is what we've been putting out there. You have the emotional output when it comes to it as well. You have a new frame of mind. The universe comes in and says, listen, Aquarius, here's more opportunities. Here's more energy. And with that, something new and positive does come in. And then with that, you can start to really see some investments. You can really start to take your money, your power, your situation, and invest back into yourself and say, okay, what do I want to do with this energy that I now have, because I've let go, because I've recognized that this person, place, or situation is deceiving me and taking up so much of my frame of mind, and it's turned very negative, and it's been more of a pride thing of wanting power within the home and family. You can take all that energy, transmute it into something positive, and then use that positivity to invest power in other ways, okay? Whew. So you got a big month. You got a big month, Aquarius. Love you guys so much. As I mentioned, love you too much, I think. Aquarius, right now I'm putting out a holiday special, so for the next 4 weeks, I will send you a card which explains the energy of your week. So yeah, send me an email. I have below in my description how to get started on this holiday special. It's $25. Love you guys so much. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in January 2019. Bye, Aquariuses. Happy holidays and Happy New Year.